day 129 overhead press every day. Putting weights overhead, 4 months and change. Recovery on a minimal program. When you're doing something very minimal, it makes sense just to do it daily. You're not really going to run into much of recovery being an issue. Now, mind you, I've said this in videos past, my left shoulder's just tighter right now, so I'm not as good at reps as I was. And what my brain thought this morning, it would make sense for me to do, drop back to 32, and just do low reps for a little while using power. Because you can take a weight and train with that same weight in different modalities. You can use a medium weight as hard as possible for power, and you can use a medium weight for as many reps as possible repping out. Not at that point yet. This is going to be a high volume reverse ladder, but the idea struck, and at some point I might end up doing it. Now you watch the right hand I fly. Elevens have been done. Oh, this is catching up with me already. 11 and 10. 9 down to go. Question is, do I leave the footage completely unabridged and have a very long video today? Definitely fatigued right now. That thing I said a moment ago about going low reps. But instead, sticking to volume. Figure I'll train through the dark period. £70 should not feel this heavy this quickly. That was a grinder. Oh man. said it in last video, but really, for getting through the grind, curling your wrist a little forward. It's helping a lot with getting through that sticking point. 9 down. 8 through 1 to go. Just for a goof off, haven't done a handstand in a long while. Be honest with you guys, I don't honestly know that I'll be able to finish this on my left arm. 8 sounds about impossible right now, so we'll do that audible where I switch from left-right to right-left. Yeah, still need a second. Man. Didn't expect this to be that hard when I came out, so I didn't really have any topics in mind to discuss. What I've noticed in the past year with the kettlebell is I feel more solid. And as you see me vlogging, most of what I do is the press. Come out in the mornings, film myself pressing during daylight, and in the evenings, I come back out, do a ballistic, a two-hand swing, very rarely the one-arm swing, a snatch, or bottoms up snatch. Good deal of shoulder hypertrophy in the past few months. Upper back too. Upper back is more dense. And despite still being over 285, maybe a little below that 290 pound mark, I'm leaning out slowly. It's kind of cool. Found an energy balance. It's causing a little bit of a recomp. I look back with laughter and really wish that I'd found the kettlebell 10, 15 years earlier. Have it at the start of my training or just out of high school instead of almost 30 and only now getting it. I'm at 8. Gotta think about that. Alright, as long as I give myself enough rest, I'll make it through this. No failures. Be honest, definitely performing for the camera at this point. No camera running. I'd probably tapped, changed my mind. But hey, that's there, you're there. So, 7 through 1 to go. I really need no rest between my left and my right. Right hand's just good for this. I think muscle firing is a little different between a barbell 2-arm press and a kettlebell 1-arm press. Part of that's the bar path, part of that's the fact with the kettlebell you can lean left and right. What I wanted to say, triceps. For me, this is all triceps. Naturally, I'm a dude that develops my chest very easily, very quickly. Doesn't even need to be strength stimulus, just super high rep will give me tons of, I guess that would technically be sarcoplastic hypertrophy. Chest grew easy for me. I'd say triceps came next, shoulders were the hardest, and really kettlebell 1-arm press has been my trick for shoulders. I put on more shoulders in the last 4 months, doing mostly kettlebell overhead, than I had in my entire 15-ish years of training history. But what I wanted to say, if you're proportioned like me, I'd assume this would apply to you, because humanity's not all that different from one another. If you have very short arms and are relatively stocky, the type that grows your chest easily, overhead press, whether that's a barbell military or a kettlebell 1-arm, and push-ups. The overhead work primes my triceps to fire very, very hard when I do my nightly set of push-ups. It's like the best muscular activation I've had in years, and it's simply because I'm doing overhead work, and it's not really coming from the overhead work, it's coming from the overhead work combined with the push-up work, like 15, 16, 17 hours later, because I always do my push-ups pretty late. 7, then full 6s. Curling the wrist forward makes a big difference for getting these reps to lock out that are hard. Don't think I put that together until the last couple days. 6 through 1s. Starry-eyed on that one. Whew. And of course, I don't have my water bottle anywhere nearby. Left that indoors. So we'll have to tough it out. No more hydration this morning until after the workout. Oh man, it's crazy. I think it's about 30 outside. And you see me out here down to like 5 degrees Fahrenheit. I sweat a lot in this, regardless of the outdoor temperature. A little bit of activity, and I start sweating. Kind of funny. Hydration. There was that Eddie Hall meme about always being dehydrated. And at every labor job I've been, high school wrestling practice too, I was that guy. Bringing a jug of water with me to high school wrestling practice. The rest of the team would run on our little water break to the drinking fountain in the weight room, the next room over. But me, I had a gallon tucked in this little like overhang cubby in the wrestling room. And I would just walk over to that cubby and grab my gallon and take big swigs. And by the time I got my ride home, I'd probably be gone with that gallon by that point. 2.5 hours of wrestling and running, and like a half hour of showering up, changing, all that. Maybe a few minutes standing around waiting for the ride. And I'd be gone with a gallon that quickly. Gallon of water in wintertime at a normal indoor temperature in like 3.5 hours. I don't remember. I just lost entirely what arm I'm on. I had full 5s left. Yeah, full 5s left sounds right. Hopefully I didn't just do it for the right. Which I think I did. But I'm gonna go left, right again anyway. Switch back that order. Home stretch, 4 down left. 10 reps aside, 4 sets aside. Ooh. If you're still here, however long into a video this is, thank you. I appreciate the watch time. Funny, I'm at a total mental block here. Like, nothing in me wants to make this clean, even though it's light and easy. Vince Lombardi, the quote, "Fatigue makes a coward of all." It's probably the biggest reason I need to get my conditioning up. Way too easily fatigued. Should have been able to fly through this. Honestly, 10 by 10 each hand, like within a 15-minute time span or less, should be possible. It's only 32 kilos. See the difference in the arms there? Left hand was a grind, arm shaking the entire time. Right hand's still pretty powerful. Find that out a little better if I watch video review of myself. But, man, it's like my right arm, my right shoulder, it's like I can't fatigue them enough. Left arm, still, as I keep saying, kind of tight, and it would behoove me to go low reps, powerful, crisp reps for a little time. But I'll be honest, I'm performing for the camera. All 257 if you subscribed right now. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. I feel like, what would be the ugliest looking form I could use on the cleat? Bell well in front of me. Don't try this at home, kids. Don't try this at home. Bell well in front of me, and a little twist. All arm. Oh yeah, in front of me. Gotta pay attention to the form if I'm gonna make it really purposely ugly. In that set with horrible clean form reminds me of something. Probably the best bicep work I've ever gotten was doing reps of a one-arm kettlebell clean. People underestimate the kettlebell. It's quite amazing. Once you get more into it, do more and more, how really all around beneficial it is. 2 in 1. 2 in 1. Have a hard time keeping track of this stuff. That's a challenge in of itself when you're working out, to keep your brain functioning. Sumo stance. And we're down to the final one aside. Woo! 66 reps aside. See what the time frame is when I cut the video. See you tomorrow.